All right, so we got the Spotify rolling now. It's a copyright free. Let's try that. Hang on. Let's give this a shake. Let's see. Oh, no, this is what we need. All right, but we need the volume down just a little bit. All right, perfect. So what we're going to do, see if we can get our hold of a few laps here. We're going to go to Autodromos. No, we're not. Nope, we're not going to do that. Let's go. Chicagoland. Do a little bit of that. All right, let's test drive Chicagoland. Then maybe a little Bathurst. Maybe. Let's get the oval for caps. I think we do maybe 20, maybe 40 laps. Let's do 40. Let's do 220 lap at Chicagoland. I think we should do that every day where Chicagoland gets here. Okay. To open up the analyzer. I said we were going to open up the dinner. There it is. All right, so we're going to pop this up. Let's change. All right. I feel like the Spotify's a little too loud here. Let me turn that down. Okay. Get out on track. So we're gonna do a little bit of Chicagoland, and then we're gonna hop into some Bathurst. We've got that Saturday, so I've got tonight and I've got tomorrow night to get ready for GT3 in Bathurst. I'd really love to figure out how to get this bottom line at Chicagoland to work out. This is going to be the second race of this side draft racing league. So we need to have a fairly decent showing. I think they had a podcast earlier today. Should probably go and take a look at it.
30.664. Good lap.
Yeah, so if you get on the throttle just a little bit too soon here, you just cannot carry that out to the outside of the wall. And then even there in the 4, after a few laps, it's going to get super loose there.
30.744.
If you're on the gas real hard, so might just be a little easy on throttle here. Could we feel the car start to straighten up? Yeah, I think that's the key there.
30.792.
You can almost get into the turns here without really adding any brake. I've tried to downshift this thing into 4th, and I just feel like, especially in the middle, it just does not work for me. Try to drive it a little bit deeper in right there, just to see if I could kind of get a little bit better rotation in the center where it tightens up just a little instead of being so loose on throttle. And I think it actually worked in the reverse. So I don't think that's the ticket. Definitely get back on the throttle too soon in 1 and 2. That felt a lot better.
.915.
So we're going to do, that's 10. So we're going to try to do 20 down at the bottom. Then we'll do 20 at the top.
.971.
Getting a little loose on the exit of 1, or actually exit of 2. I feel like that's because I'm getting on throttle too soon and too heavy.
31.051.
little bobble.
31.257.
Okay, now we're getting loose. So we're 13 laps in. I think that's really a discipline issue. I don't think that's a car issue.
31.312.
Okay. 15 in.
31.19. .182.
Yeah. All right, so you cannot. So we'll do 15 and 15.
Got the toe knocked out of it.
Definitely have to be
That's
disciplined down there, or it is just a
Do have a little damage to the front.
snappy wreck. All right, let's do 15 on the top, and let's get out of here. Do some other practice. I think I need to do autodromo a little bit. Then we'll get into the Bathurst practice.
.915.
Man, that top is hot.
30.61. Not bad, man, not bad. .492. There you go, buddy. That was a good lap. .452. Well, that was a great lap, bud. Keep it up.
Man, it just feels like this top line up against the wall. It is certainly not as dangerous as down below. I think the question is going to become, are you stuck in traffic up there where you can't pass?
30.582.
And does the tires come into play? Like that. That's not going to be good. So you do things like that, it's going to slow you down tremendously. And if you're following somebody, are they doing that same thing? You know, are they getting in the wall, causing you to check up?
30.927.
I don't know. Just feels like the top line, no matter what you do there at the bottom.
1, 2.
It's got to be the top boys. I don't see any. It's just so much quicker and less dangerous. Now, can you get down to the bottom to make a pass? Maybe. I don't know. There's going to have to be a give up. The tires are going to have to give up at a certain point for you to be able to make that pass. .785. Whoa. That's interesting. Okay. Let's go hop in to see what the times were. Yeah, I mean, we're over a tenth faster. 78.78 is the rights here. And yeah, the right rear was just as bad. Actually, I take that back. It's 70. The right rear is 79 on the bottom. Temp is just as bad. So 256 in the middle on the right rear. On that first stint that we were down at the bottom, yeah, it's right rear is 291. Now we did rotate right there, but 291 in the center for the right rear. And that's where we were running the top. So I do think you're going to have cooler tires down at the bottom. Maybe it's just a discipline thing. Now let's take a look at the lap time. So 10 lap average. Well, current lap average was 30.7, 0.2 a lap faster. 0.2 a lap faster, 15 laps in. So it's 0.2 a lap faster, 15 laps in. It's definitely the top. I think it's definitely the top. We're just going to have to manage it best we can. All right. Let's get in some Autodromo. Let's see if we can get in some Autodromo, boys. By the way, I wanted to give a shout out to old Lockett. Zach taking the championship. We're watching some Facebook live streaming, but Zach taking the championship in the full sin. Nice job. Missing two of the last two races. Still being able to pick up the championship. Nice job by him. So let's move this bias up as much as we can. Let's see if we remember how to drive this thing. Get the tires warm. That is one thing has really changed about the next gen. I mean, you've really got to be easy on that first lap. Well, really all of the cars. I mean, it's not just the next gen, right? It's the GT3s and the GTPs for sure. Got to be nice and easy on them in the beginning. Let the tires get some heat in them. That's not it. That little area right there, I feel like I do lose a lot of time at. I got to find the best route past that. All right, here we go. Right there too. I don't like. Really bad off the exit of that turn. Track's 127 degrees. That doesn't help us. Little checkup. Track is so hot. Bad. See, normally where you're able to lay the power down, it wants to just get sideways, like right here. Geez, 37. Holy. Overshot that for sure. It's so hard to gauge it when the track is so hot like this. So it's 128 now.
There you go, buddy. That was a good lap.
So easy to overdrive that. I mean, so easy. All right, so you cannot overdrive. I need to back that back off because that worked in the reverse of what I wanted it to.
That was a really good lap.
Like it was a little slower there, but I felt a little bit more in control, a little better. Need to stay tight right there. Maybe. was definitely not great.
34.617.
So if you overshoot that, that's what happens right there. So if you overshoot that left-hander, it just pushes you wide on the right. So you got to slow way down to make that right-hander completely burns you. Now here is the kind of the mess that I don't really know. What the right path is here. I have no grip right here. So that swing out is not great. Like if I push way too far out to the right. Not good. Not good. Not good. Let's reset here.
.02.
Better. Maybe. Yeah, I feel like I'm carrying that way too far out to the right there. Sound gave up on me.
35.2.
All right, hang on, everybody. Sound gave up on me here. I'm gonna have to shut it off and then turn it back on here. I'm gonna power it off and then power it back on. There it goes. You can see it down at the bottom where it shows connected. Okay, hang on just a second. Let's take a look here. Hang on, my son is asking a question. Okay. All right, so let's do a few more laps here. 8 o'clock. See if we can do some more laps and then get over to Bathurst. Just do a handful more here. Doesn't help how hot it is, but I'm gonna have to do a little research here before I just like keep doing this area and then just messing this up. Find out what the best line is. See here, I've got good connection. I'm not swinging out that wide. Good front grip. It always says I'm going purple there. Yep, see, it just goes. I don't know where I'm going wrong there. Got to figure that out. I missed it. All right, let's do a few more.
34.082. 2, 1. Well, that was a great lap, bud. Keep it up.
Okay,
0,
that's it. Let's get on
that
over.
last lap that you ran there, that was really, really nice.
All right, I think we got a good handle on this one. Well, good enough, I think, for right now. We got a couple more weeks before the race, so. So let's see if we can get ourselves logged in here to the hosted session. Because in a few days, we have Bathurst. Okay, let's go to Porsche. Okay, be back while that loads up. Hold up. Let's see if that's going to work. Let me click join, bathroom break, and then I'll be back. Okay, there it is. All right, be right back. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, let's answer a couple of texts. Oh my gosh. Before it. All right. Let's put in a set.
together a couple nice smooth laps here. We'll see what you got.
Couple of nice smooth laps. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got too many tracks to practice for here. This is crazy. He's on I'm not on a qual lap, on him an out lap, so we're gonna let him go. Let her loose. Keep forgetting not to rev mash the GT3s. I don't know why you're not seeing the the caps. Oh, do not hit the wall. It's a bad idea.
.757. 5.073. That's it. Those are the lap times we need, man. Keep digging. Looks like it's going all right there, huh?
Lost the front end grip there. It's the front end. That's crazy. I actually went purple at a spot. That's pretty crazy.
Be careful going through there. 4.831. Good lap.
BOP has absolutely strangled this Porsche.
.758. Fastest car on the track.
All right, boys, that's it on this practice. Let's see if we can grab the display capture. That's game capture. Okay, just a second. Yep, give me a second. All right, let's see if we can find somebody here to I think Christian is streaming. Let's see if we can find him. All right, let's see if we can find somebody here to raid. Looks like Christian HVTV is broadcasting tonight. So let's see if we can get over there to him. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Okay, chat. We'll see if we can raid out Christian. Appreciate you watching me. Just a little bit of practice here.